Hello, this is Dr. Victoria Scorpio, and this is your astrological weather for Monday, August 25th. Today is a new moon in Virgo. New moons are always seed times. We start a new cycle of manifestation. Virgo is about discernment and making adjustments, whether they be adjustments to your own life, to your health regime, or lack thereof, health regime. Whatever it is, it really is about figuring out how to make your life work better for you, whether it be your physical health, your mental health, your relationships, your work. Virgo applies to all of those things. This new moon in Virgo has two pretty potent things going on besides the fact that there's a new moon in Virgo. One of those is a yod formation. A yod, or finger of God, is a aspectual pattern between three or more planets that creates a specific energy. This energy is one of adjustment, just like Virgo. We have Mercury in Virgo and Mars and Saturn in Scorpio, making a waning sextile. Waning sextiles are about reformulating the way we think and act in this case. And all three of those planets are in conjunct or make an irritating aspect to Uranus. Uranus is about becoming who we uniquely are. Uranus in Aries is the drive for freedom, to be free of the constraints of the powers that be, free to be who we are meant to be. And so there's a real big push. And yet, if that goes unchecked, we have chaos. So we do need to approach this in a step-by-step manner. There is a lot of frustration. There is a lot of anger at this time. Most of it is a function of how we have always gone about changes, how we move forward. There always seems to be a lot of distress and a lot of death. And it doesn't really need to be that way. We are moving in, and we are part of a new paradigm. Most people are not aware of that. There are only a certain number of people who are aware of that. If you're watching this, you're probably aware. And so it behooves us to really focus on what it is we want to create, instead of focusing on what is going on, we'll say, because a lot of that is fed to us. Not to say that things aren't going on, and not to say that people aren't suffering, because they are. And that is a very painful thing to have to look at. But we need to be discerning. We need to take each fact and look at it, and we need to move forward. Shortly after the new moon, we have a conjunction of Saturn and Mars. Mars and Saturn are at the end of a 2-year cycle at the time of the new moon, and a few hours later, they start a new cycle. Because the new moon occurs at the time when these two planets are not quite at an exact conjunction, this is considered a balsamic aspect in this new moon of Mars and Saturn. And it's about letting go of the old, letting go. It's about forgiveness. It's about oneness and unity. That's the message that we need to take from this aspect between Saturn and Mars in this new moon. How do we move forward from this point? How do we indeed? It's going to take a lot of adjustment, a lot of strength, and a lot of love. We can't forget a lot of love. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.